In today's video on Dazman Reacts, we return to mix-ups by combining two texture packs together and seeing what we can create. Today, we're combining the Dark Fantasy Visuals Vibrant Visuals Texture Pack by Starfish Studios with the Conquest Texture Pack by Conquest Reforged, which has now been updated to include vibrant visual compatibility. Do you need even more Dazman in your life? Well, I mean, who doesn't? Well, this isn't the only channel to find me. I have multiple channels, all doing different things. Aside from here on the Dazman channel, I also have the Dazman Reacts channel, where I react to pack combinations and even the odd Minecraft trailer, as well as having marketplace creator interviews, and I'm also building an actions and stuff compatibility list, so I post my findings in episodes there as well. Or maybe you want to see me play other games. Well, the best place for that is Dazman Plays, where I play multiple games at the same time. Or how about Dazman Football, where I play football games, or even Dazman Wrestling, where I hope to play more wrestling games in the future. And that's not it. I also have a website, dazman.gg, where you can find my entire texture pack review database, written reviews, written creator interviews, and it's the home of that actions and stuff compatibility list, and my official podcast. You can also see pack waiting lists and my weekly schedule. But if you want to support me, we also have the merch store at dazman.gg/merch and the Patreon account at patreon.com/thedazman, where you can support the individual channels or multiple channels at once. Or maybe you want to consider becoming a channel member here on YouTube by clicking join on this channel or the Dazman Reacts channel. There's got to be some version of the Dazman for you. Alright, so we're here with Dark Fantasy Visuals and we're here with Conquest. And in all honesty, this is a combination I thought I had already done. So I'm very sorry that this has taken so long. There are a few changes since I last did a Dark Fantasy Visual Texture Pack review, so enjoy the backdrop behind me for a second and let me just talk you through these. Dark Fantasy Visuals has removed its grass block height maps, which is not something I'm very happy with, to be honest with you. I'm a big fan of height maps. I do understand why they may have done it, to make it have more parity with combined texture packs that don't use PBR, but I'm a big fan of height maps, so a little bit disappointed that that's not happening. Not really sure why my character is glitching on the screen here. Another thing that Dark Fantasy Visuals has added is sub-packs. So there's now an X16 version and an X32 version in the settings. X16 allows smooth shadows and X32 allows pixel shadows. So I'll try to put on the screen right now an example of the smooth shadows that you can see, and then I'll try to put on the screen an example of the pixel shadows. Hopefully you can see those now and I haven't forgotten, but I prefer pixel shadows. That's just me. I'm not a big fan of smooth shadows, so obviously everybody has their own favorite. You now have the option. In terms of Conquest, there is also an X16 and an X32 version. The X16 does not have any PBR vibrant visual features. The X32 does. So we're using today the X32 Dark Fantasy Visuals with the pixel shadows, and we're using the X32 PBR Conquest subpacks just for full clarity. Now, as you can see on here, we have quite a dark feeling world, and there may be some people out there who aren't 100% sure how Conquest ever looked on its own and really want to see a combination. So I've gone and put together a little bit of a showcase. So this is how Dark Fantasy Visuals and Conquest looks with Dark Fantasy Visuals in slot number 1 and Conquest in slot number 2. If we was to flip those and have Conquest in slot number 1 and Dark Fantasy Visuals in number 2, it would look like this. You can see the sky is bluer, not necessarily so green, a little bit more bright, a little bit more daytimey, less murky. And if we was to take Dark Fantasy Visuals out of this completely and we had a look at how just Conquest looks, well, it's very similar to having Conquest in slot number 1. And because of that, we're using Dark Fantasy Visuals in slot number 1 and we're using Conquest in slot number 2. So hopefully that's a nice little combination for you guys there, but we can carry on and just have a little look. So looking around the world, Dark fantasy visuals usually does just that. It makes it feel a bit darker, takes away some of the brightness, takes away some of that super colorfulness that you get in vibrant visuals. And if you're a big fan of Prisma like I am, it takes away some of that pinky feel as well. And then you've got Conquest, which brings that kind of medieval realism-esque feeling to the world. And this is what we deal with here. So we can start by having a look at the water. Everybody likes looking at water, don't they, in vibrant visuals? You can see here in the biome that we're in, there is a murkiness to the water, an awesome animation though. I really like the way that water is moving on the surface. I think that's really, really good. You can see the pixel shadows mixed in with the water caustics down there as well. But this is really nice. I always say it, I know people get bored of it, but dark fantasy visuals often reminds me of London with the overcast and murkiness of the water. You're not in no tropical island here. This is definitely a darker and dirtier feeling of a world here. And if we was to come around here, we can see, look at that shot right there. As the sun is starting to set, you see the darkness is really taking effect here. It's incredibly dark, but we're a little bit too early in the video for us to start looking at nighttime. So we're going to go to that shortly. Just looking at daytime here, you can see the trees, you can see the water effects, you can see the lighting hitting. And if we get a little bit closer so we can start looking at some of these textures and some of these models, we can see the bark on the tree. You've got the pixelized shadows moving with the light movement as well, which is why I really like it. And then you've also got inside here, we can see we've got the Conquest style mobs. We've got the trees with the variation. You've got here an oak log with some exposed bark. You've also got an oak log here without it. There's birch over there. We can just come through and just see how this is going to look in here. And you do get that much more grounded feel of a world. The shadows are just so dark. It's this really speaks to me in how it looks. I really like how it feels. I really like how the light is used. I like how you're looking out over there. You've got the darkness just immediately around you, and then the brightness just hitting. And if we carry on flying across here, there is some weirdness. Like, I won't lie, there is some weirdness in how the light hits some of the blocks. And especially like the grass, it almost feels like it's overlaying a lightness to it, which seems to happen when texture packs are updated to vibrant visuals. But I mean, this is just the raw footage of what you're seeing. You can see with that fog in the distance, see the light, you can see the biomes changing color, and darkness, like I said, really doing a lot. And that's what dark fantasy visuals is going to do. And combined with that darker medieval texture pack in Conquest, that is really what we're talking about here. But I think it adds a lot of atmosphere. I think it adds a lot of ambiance. And I think it's really, really strong in that feeling. If this is what you're looking for, you obviously have to be in the right mindset for something like this. You have to need something like this when you're playing vibrant visuals. It takes you away from that bright feeling. It takes you away from that massive, over colorful world, could be potentially how to say it. We're here now also in a swamp, and you get a lot more of that stronger green color. Again, I like the colors. For me, it's the ambience and the aura that you get in here. Water is always a bit of an issue when it comes to vibrant visuals. It doesn't matter what vibrant visual texture pack you're using. It's almost like water isn't exactly coded correctly by Minecraft, and so it's not really textured correctly. Like here, you see it's very see-through, but in the right places, like when the light's hitting in certain areas like that, you do get to see a bit more of the texture to it. But I hope Minecraft revisits that and has a look at what's available in the water. Some very nice blue flowers on here too. That is a really nice color on those. I think that looks really good. And if we just carry on, just to try and give you guys a bit more of a view of how stuff looks. Have another look around here as well. I think it's always good to just fly around some trees and just see how the light hits. I think this is a very good example of the effect it's trying to give off. That medieval, dark, dirty, gritty feel. You can see as well the Conquest textures are doing what they're supposed to be doing. You've got the variance in the dirt. You've got the stone. It's everything you love about Conquest with some extra features, I'd say, with vibrant visuals. Got the yellow trees from here as well, or the yellow leaves even. I think that's really strong. If we go and have a look as well, not here, we go and have a look. So I put it to day. Let's have a look at what sunset looks like again. So the sun is over there. Look at that. Let's imagine, say let's admire it from here. Like, that's almost wallpaper-esque. Almost wallpaper-esque in how it's feeling. And the sun just dropping down. And we can sit here and we can just watch this happen. Let the nighttime take over. See how it feels. But a sunset in vibrant visuals is always beautiful. It's been a while since I last did a mix-up like this. And it just brings back the memories of it. I mean, those light rays are so good. The way the light disappears. The way the red and the orange of the sky hits. I'm not an artistic person, but it feels very artsy to me. It really does. As it disappears onto there, and then it becomes really dark, really hard to see what's going on. And then if we was to spin around, there must be a moon. So like, look how dark that is. Oh my, there are no after effects on here. This is genuinely how dark the world would feel. That's just absolutely mad. Let's try and get ourselves a torch real quick. There's one there. We'll grab that one. Oh, look at the torch with the light up. Place that down there just to give us a bit of a feel of it as well. Oh, look at that. That is really nice. The way that's hitting. And there's the moon. Let's quickly get rid of that. There's the moon there as well. And you start to get those blue, almost purple, almost violet, lavender, all of those colors just mixed in. I can see the god rays, and then look at how the light hits. And we start to get moonlight lighting us up here as well. There aren't many things in Minecraft that I think are amazing, but a moonrise and a sunset, chef's kiss every single time for me. And if we was to go and have a bit more of a fly around while the moon does its bit, you're going to just see, look at how genuinely dark that really is. It's impossible to see. You want a degree of difficulty at night? Here we go. I think that pretty much says it all, in all honesty. I have seen over here there's a light source, so you can see, look, lava getting its light up as well, getting its glow up, shall we say, looking gorgeous. We get down here as well, you can see the ores also have some brightness to it. What we may have to do, grab that, fill this in just for a second. Let's just see, how do those look once the light disappears from around us? Are they being lit by the lava, or are they just pre-lit themselves? They look like they're pre-lit themselves. It doesn't seem to be taking any effect from the lava here. So we do have the shining ores added. Alright, I'm a fan of shining ores. I know it's not very practical. I know it's not very realistic. I understand that people don't like them, but I'm a big fan of those. You see the sky here too. This is a texture pack where I would say remove the Minecraft clouds. But just look, I know we're up high, but just look at how dark that is. Get down low. Do we get any bit more? Like, I've just gone, I don't even know where I am at this point. Yeah, you're going to need a dynamic light. Look at the way those are lit up there too. Very nice. Now, I do want to go and see some of the more reflective blocks while we're here. So set that back to daytime. In fact, oh, hello. You can burn, mate. Thank you. Do we have a village around at all that we can go and have a look at an iron golem? I want to know if that's reflective. I want to see what we're dealing with there. So just give me a second. We'll go and find out. And as if by magic, the nearest village to me was actually one in an icy biome. So we get a few different things to check here. We can see how it feels in a cold biome, for instance. Now, I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions based on cold biomes and how bright and how hot sometimes they can feel. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about this icy biome. You can see as well the ice on here not getting much shine and shimmer. It does seem to be like a weird shadowy effect from that coming on there, but that's just that. And then not really much else in terms of how the light is shining on here. So that's something. You can see the reflection of the water underneath, which again is more Minecraft than texture pack based, unfortunately. And then if we pop over here, let's see what we're dealing with villagers. Oh, of course, it's a zombie village. That's not helpful. We've got an abandoned village here, but we can, I guess we can still look at some things, like for instance, and grab one of these. Let's grab a bell and see what happens if we place down a bell. Is this reflective? Not particularly. Doesn't seem to have block reflections going on here. We can also, if we come out here where it's a little bit more open, let's place down some copper, place down a block of iron. Place down a block of diamond and then a block of gold. Let's see if any of this is giving us any form of reflections on here. Not immediately. Get a little spin around it. No, we don't seem to be having the light affecting off of gold. There is a bit of a glisten. Wait, hold still. No, it's more of a pre-animated block on the diamond. So, yeah, not getting many reflective surfaces. Something weird happens here with the shadow, though. Where you can see through the ice almost with the shadow. The iron, quite dull as well. So you're not getting the reflective surfaces that I would like to see in Vibrant Visuals coming off of these Conquest blocks. That's a shame. And then I suppose there's like 2 more things or 3 more things that we can have a look at before we go then. Let's get down underwater. Let's have a look at how this looks. Let the light catch up with us. It's not as murky as I expected. I like this. This is some good visibility. I've seen a lot worse water, or not worse, but a lot harder to look at water. You get some really nice light rays down here as well. That is good. I think that's a strong effect. But the water caustics down here too. Probably looks different with smooth shadows. Again, I'm using pixel shadows. There is an option for smooth shadows, so just remember that you can turn that setting on if you want to. But I think the water really hits like up here. I think is the best example of the water. And then just get one last look at the world, because now we're going to set a block and we're going to have a look what it looks like in the Nether. So let's check this out. This is a Dark Fantasy Visuals and Conquest Nether. Lava, fire, burning. We got the ultimate butthole right there from the ghast. These Conquest mobs really giving off that medieval fantasy feel. It is massively dark in here. Even with the lava lighting it up around us. Let's see what happens. We get a little bit more. Oh, I like that. I like that biome. That biome looks really nice. Again, aura farming. Ambience. Right here. But yeah. There is a flickering when I'm moving. I'm feeling like currently Minecraft Bedrock is very unplayable on console. I'm using a PS5 Pro. There seems to be a lot of flickering going on. A lot of weird jittering. A lot of weirdness happening with Minecraft Bedrock at the moment. Like, I don't think it's ever really recovered from. It's a little bit of an insult. But look at that. The biome colors. The textures. It's strong. I think it's strong. Again, you have to be in the mood for this. You have to be in the mood for a more ambient feeling dimension. Let's see how the end also looks. Alright, so the void is very grainy. You can't quite see it because of how dark it is with YouTube compression, but there is a lot of grain in the background there, not being handled very well. In fact, it actually looks really good for you guys. It does not look that good in person. Look at the dragon! Oh, Conquest hit there. That is some nice wingage. That is a really, really nice wingage right there. Oh my, yes please. Check her out. That is amazing. And then we get the old end flashes. Why does it look so much better on my recording than it looks on my TV screen right now? Oh, that is nice. I don't think my TV screen can handle it very well, but that looks really nice. Okay. Alright, let's go flying. Let's go teleporting 1,000 blocks as well, shall we? Let's go TP 10,000, 100, 10,000. See if we can see what an end city looks like as well. Potentially. There's one. No, that is an end portal gateway. I'm going to go looking for an end city. Give me 1 second, okay? Oh, oh. Oh, look at the ambience around that. Oh, wow. Yeah, this pack is aura farming. Genuinely, we're vibrant. Well, this pack combination even is just aura farming. That is crazy right there. The shadows work so well. Let's get closer and just see how it looks as more and more detail. Look at that. Oh, that is nice. Oh, that is nice. You're starting to see somewhat up there on the corner as well, some of that roughness of the void, but look at that. The dark purple blocks really helping that, and then the light hitting on that too. Oh, yes, please. That is so powerful right there. I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, this combination, genuinely, for me, is exactly what I like. The old darkness, the grittiness, the aura. I'm here for it completely. But you know what? It doesn't matter what I'm here for. It's about what you guys are here for. What did you guys think of the combination of dark fantasy visuals and the Conquest Texture Pack paired together? Is it a bit too dark? Is it the right level of aura for you? Is there a good ambience? Do you use it, or do you have a better combination using one of these packs? Let me know down in the comments. Please do leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this. It's been a little while since we last did a mix-up. I enjoy a good mix-up. And if you're new to the channel, remember this is the Dazman Reacts channel. Please do hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. Putting out tons of content. This is a strong second channel, and I really want to keep pushing content onto this channel, so please do hit the subscribe button and let me know, is there a combination you would like to see of a texture pack and another texture pack melded together, vibrant visuals, whatever. Let me know. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.